Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Morning Balancing. I'm Marianne, and I'm here most Saturday mornings to do a little balancing with you, a little energy balancing, and get us ready for the weekend and calm down from the week we've just had. So today, before we begin, I'm going to tell you about my monthly class that I just started up my monthly classes again. So many of you, my clients, have asked me about them, and so we did start them up again. This is post-pandemic classes. Hi, Jen. Beautiful to see some people I know coming on. And so I'm going to start up my monthly classes again. I'm doing my first one on Monday night, and you might have seen it on my Facebook page. And it's going to be about energy testing. We need to learn to test our energies ourselves so we can see what supplements and foods are in harmony with ourselves and what ones aren't. It just helps inform us a little bit better about what we put in our body and bring into our field. So it's an informative little class. There's definitely some tricks to learn, and so that's what we're going to be doing. And we'll have one class live on Monday night, and one class will be online the following Monday. So you can go on my website, marianneferguson.com, if you want to have a look at those. Anyway, let's get to today. So we're here to have a little bit of energy balancing. And like I say, I always just trust that there's people out there. I see there's Jen. So maybe it's just you and I, but there might be some more people join in. Anyway, so today I'm still thinking quite a lot about resilience and balance as we go into the winter, getting closer to winter. We're still heavily in fall, but we're getting closer to this winter time, and it very much feels like winter where I live. We've had a lot of snow and cold, unusually early. So let's just get started and see what happens. I'm going to put my tea down here. Okay. Okay, who else joined in? Oh, hi, Peggy. Always good to have my sister here with me. Sisters. Okay, so let's just start the day. I'm going to take my glasses off. Let's just start this morning with feeling the feet as usual. And I don't have my spoon with me today, and that's epic because I usually have my spoon with me and spoon my feet first thing. So because I don't have it, I'm just going to slap the bottoms of my feet and do some figure eights and pull the energy off my feet and slap them again and go, oh, Marianne, don't forget your spoon next week. And we'll do it again. And big secret, I've already spooned my feet this morning, but this is what I would normally do. There we go. Okay, so now let's, so lift up your toes and spread them out like yoga toes and lay them back down. And feel your feet down heavily into the ground and sort of bounce up and down a little bit. Let's get that energy down into the earth. And let's reach into the earth with our feet and pull up some energy today. We're going to talk today a lot about being resilient to flus and colds and being strong amongst all the change that's coming in life. And so one of the main things we want to do is stay very grounded. Sometimes when we get a lot of stress, we cut off from the earth and we get a little high, and we need to be fully in our bodies and fully on this earth. Really committed to it. We're here in these bodies. Let's commit to being in them. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Lay your hands down on your thighs and shoot some energy off your hands down your legs into the earth. Beautiful. And reach down into the earth and pull that energy up through your aura. We kind of always begin this way. We get a bit of a container happening. You get some flows between the heavens and the earth, going right through our bodies, holding us strong. That polarity connection, the energy coming down from the heavens and up from the earth and meeting in our bodies, is what holds us strongly here on this earth. So if you think about that, we don't want that connection to get weak. And I'm seeing a lot of weakness in that connection these days, where people maybe aren't quite sure about being here. Because the news scares us. And you know, there's so much beauty here and there's so much strength in this earth. And when you think about in the beginning of the pandemic, when they shut everything down, how quickly nature righted itself. It was just mind-blowing, even for the scientists. It was mind-blowing. So we know that we have resilience. Human nature is full of resilience. Anytime you have something really difficult come at you where you think, oh no, I can't do this, suddenly resilience flows through you and you go, okay, I've got this. And that's what we all have. Okay, there's my little pep talk. Okay, so today I'd like to begin a little differently than other times, in that I'd like us to think about rising our vibration a little bit and becoming a little bit lighter. Okay, so I just want you to trace beautiful little hearts up the center line of your body, and all the time think of becoming lighter and lighter and lighter. And hearts represent love, and love is light, and we want to be filled with light. So let's fill ourselves with love and light as we trace all the way up and think about becoming lighter and lighter and lighter, and let it go way up. Lighter, lighter, lighter. When we get to the top, pull all that light through your aura and ground yourself deeply into the earth. Just because we're grounded deeply into the earth doesn't mean we need to be heavy beings. So trace those hearts all the way up and get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. And being lighter doesn't mean being skinnier, being less weight. It just means feeling full of light and feeling lightness in your being. Down into the earth again. And now as you go up, I'd like you to imagine yourself just floating above your body. Just floating above your body and looking down at it. As you watch it become more and more brilliant, more and more filled with light. And from that vantage point, take a look at all the difficulties that are down there, way beneath you. And see if you can look at it from a higher place. Any difficulties that you're going through, just look at it from a higher place. Yes, and we're going to keep on tracing these hearts up as we get lighter and lighter and lighter. And then rise a little higher and feel peace and calm. Like as if you're laying on a nice grassy plain. And now slide back down into this very light body. Hands on your thighs. And find that place of resilience. That you know you can look at this from a bigger place and you can find resilience in yourself to go through whatever it is you need to go through. So now we're going to work our aura a little bit and make sure we have a nice strong container that's going to protect us. So let's start by pulling the energy in and into the center of your being. Just reach out and pull it down into the center of your being. And reach to the edge of your aura and pull it right in. Right to the edge of your aura. pull it right in, right to your heart. And then take and trace nice figure eights over your heart and knit that aura really strongly deep into the core of your being. So our aura doesn't stop at our skin. Our aura goes right down into the very core of our being. And when that is really closely knit, it's huge protection for us. Protection against pathogens, protection against toxic energy, any energies in the environment that aren't healthy for us to be around. And when people are overly sensitive, overly sensitive to things outside, it usually means that their aura is quite loosely woven, a little bit weak. We'll end over the heart. Now let's make sure our aura is nice and big and fluffy. So we're going to go the other way, up and out, up and out, up and out. And throw that beautiful aura that's so tightly woven, and make sure it's woven right to the edge, just past your fingertips. You want a nice big healthy aura just past your fingertips. Now let's go up with both hands and wiggle your fingers at the edge of your aura. So right as far as you can reach, wiggle your fingers and make little figure eight patterns. Little tiny figure eight patterns all the way down as you bring your arms down. And that makes a stronger edge of your aura. And we're going to go all the way to the earth with this, if you can. Just do what you can and always modify these exercises for what you can do. And then come back up the center. And we're going to do this one more time. Beautiful figure eights at the edge of the aura. That feels good. And come back up the center. So we really want to think about this strength. And so I know I did this last week, but I really want to get these figure eight, or these circles coming up. So the spirals coming up, your yin spirals coming up from the earth. So take one hand and flatten it straight down to the earth and make counterclockwise circles, clockwise circles with your hands. When you look down at your hands, make clockwise circles. And what this does is it picks up the yin spin that comes in to the core from the earth, and it starts pulling it up the body and making it really strong. And even if yours is already established and strong, this will further strengthen it. And when we have a really strong yin flow through our body, we just start feeling like we're waking up. Everything is very supported. This yin-yang strength. And as the yin flows and spirals up the core of our being, it pulls the yang down on the outer core. And so it creates this really strong polarity and puts us firmly in our bodies. And now we can just go a little higher, and you can do this for a much longer time, especially if you're feeling weak, especially if you have any illness, any soreness, any stiffness, any weakness in your body or being or soul. Do this. Honestly, if you don't do anything else, do this. Get it all the way above your head in this beautiful spin. Very nice. That feels really good. Okay, one more thing I'd like to do is hands out to the side, flat out, and spiral in one direction. Doesn't matter which direction you start in. And this is also like polishing the edge of your aura and awakening the edge of your aura to really notice what's out there, what's beyond the edge of your aura. A really nice, healthy aura will have really good spidey senses at the edge of the aura and be very good at letting good things in, nourishing things in, and very good at keeping unhealthy energies out. Okay, and go the other direction. Just want to spiral at the edge of the aura. And we're waking up the intelligence of the energies. And now let's do one out the front. And it doesn't matter which direction you go first. We're going to go one direction, and then we're going to switch and go the other direction. Aha. This is called the 7 spirals because we're going to go in 7 directions. So we have already done 2. This is 3. And then go behind you. So turn around and we're going to go one way and then the other way. I hope you guys can hear me because I don't have my mic on this morning. And then we're going to go the other way. Beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to go above our heads. So this is the 5th direction. Spiral one direction, and then spiral the other. Beautiful. And now go below your feet. Spiral one direction. I know we've already done this, but we're going to do it again. We're doing a little bit different. Like sometimes with energy work and with acupuncture work, and we're accessing the same point for different reasons. Now let's go the other direction. And when we have our mind in what we're doing, so here we are spiraling in all the directions and working with the edge of our aura. When you have your mind in what you're doing, it becomes very strong. Okay, and now we're going to go inside over the heart. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 into the heart. So now we're going to go one direction over the heart. This is very nourishing stuff, you guys. And then we're going to go the other direction. Whew. So now we've created this really lovely, strong connection. And so we're connecting to the strands of energy that support us. And so let's go into our hearts. Let's plug our thumbs into our heart 1 points, just under your armpits at the top of this muscle, and our fingers down onto our sides here on spleen. And let's think a little bit about this. Let's think about what we are connecting into. What would you like to connect into? So we connect into where our thoughts take us. And all the things we think about and all the things we dwell on are the strands of energy that we're connecting into to support us. And so that's a case for keeping your thoughts in a place of things that you would like to see, not always grinding over what you don't want, okay? So think about supportive strands and strengthening strands of energy from others and from the universe. And you know, when you connect in like this is when life rolls. Life rolls really beautiful when you're well connected into the strands. Things just start coming your way. And we all know that feeling. And we all get off of that once in a while. So this is a little exercise to help us reconnect to supportive, positive strands of energy. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into our tapping. We're going to tap our cheekbones, and that's that stomach thump. And we're driving the yawn energy down. And as we drive the yawn energy down, we're cleansing and clearing through the body and letting go, letting the earth take and transmute some of the energies we don't need. We're also pulling down the intelligence of the universal energies. All of our little solutions are milling around for us to tap into. And then let's go all the way down the face, down the neck, down the throat to the kidney 27s. And here we're pulling up the yin energies from the earth, up through our feet. So we're really strengthening our yin and yang in our aura this morning. We're going to be so resilient. And then let's go into thymus, which wakes up some energies that create T cells and strengthens us further in sending T cells to wherever we think we might like some extra help in the body. Any spots of inflammation or stiffness. Okay, and then let's go all the way over and to the spleen 21 points. And spleen is our big metabolizer. It helps us metabolize all new things, and it helps us metabolize the food we've eaten, and it sends nurturing, loving energy throughout the whole body. Just have to look at the time. I've got something blocking my clock this morning. Okay, down we go, and we can go a little bit further into spleen here and get the lymphatic points too. There we go. And now let's cross the energies over. Grab your shoulder and down to the opposite hip. Let's get those crossovers nice and strong, right brain to left body, left brain to right body. Get everything really crossing over well, and that also helps us be more robust. When we've had an illness or we've been a bit low, sometimes our energies are not crossing over, and it can get into a chronic pattern of not crossing over, and it's not a very supportive pattern to get into. That's the energy of, I can't even walk down the block. What do you mean exercise? Okay, and now pull and see if you can do these. And you can do these exercises sitting down too, remember, if you're starting to feel a bit fatigued, although we haven't done anything too strenuous this morning. There we go. And then if you swing your arms, if you have enough space, really to let go, this is good. If you get yourself into a space where you can really let it go, let those arms swing free, and think about feeling free. Just think about the freedom that we have to move and this amount of space that we have in our lives. It's just amazing. And take up that space. As you do this, open up your joints. Let your hips be wide. Let your shoulders be wide. Let your spine be tall. No matter how big or small you are, let yourself be big. Let yourself take up all the room you need to take up here. Make space in your body for energy to move. Energy needs space to move. And as we get tight and tense, the energies slow down and get congested and find places to build up and become stagnant. So take up space. One thing I do is when I lay in bed at night, even if I don't have a lot of space, I let my body open. I feel myself take up space, and it opens up all your joints and is really good for your joints. Speaking of joints, let's connect heaven and earth in another way. Rub our hands together, shoot one hand to the heavens and one to the earth. And this energy really stretch, open and open and open. This energy really moves through the joints when we do this one. It's great to help people with arthritis. And we all want to keep the energy moving through our joints as we get older, especially. And you know, anytime I start to feel a little bit of stiffness in my body, if I'm waking up in the morning or sitting down and getting up and there's stiffness, this one, connecting heaven and earth, will really help get that energy flowing, and also bringing that yin up will also help that too. But we really want to make sure we open the body a lot and tip it over down to the earth and let your head hang a little bit. Hang nice and free for a sec. Take a big breath here and let your body start to sway. Yeah. And roll up through the aura with big figure eights. The figure eights is the movement of the energy. It's always crossing and coming back. And back down to the floor, and then let's roll it up. Hands back to back and pull down. Beautiful. Aha, so now stand again like we did in the beginning and spread your toes again in case you might have gotten your feet too tight, and feel your body now. So here's a little exercise I'd like to do to make sure if anybody's feeling a bit overwhelmed, if they're feeling a bit upset, or if you're feeling like there's something in your life that you don't want to deal with, or you can't deal with, or it's really difficult to deal with. What I'd like you to do is make sure that you're very present in your body, because when your soul and spirit are very present in your body, you're much stronger to deal with any difficulties. And this is where resilience pours in. So pull your hands up above your head and just think about your problem. Think about something you might not want to deal with. And it's like reach for the legs, reach for yourself. That's maybe lifted a little bit and separated from your body because it doesn't want to deal with stuff. So reach up and grab yourself by the ankles, or your imaginary self, but it's not imaginary, and pull it down. And do this mantra, no matter how difficult this is, no matter how much I don't want to deal with things, I want to be here. I want to be fully in my body, fully present, in full awareness, all the way to my feet. Just feel yourself come back into your body and hold the tops of your feet for a sec. And think, this is where my power lies. Okay, and do it one more time. Reach up for your ankles and pull yourself into your body. No matter how hard this is, I want my soul with me. I want my spirit fully in my body, fully present, in full awareness, all the way to my feet, helping me make the best decisions for my life. This is where my power lies. Now feel yourself and feel into your feet. See if you feel a little more solid in your body. We separate so quickly and easily when we don't like something, or we don't want to deal with something, and we get really vague and we don't say what we want to say, and that's a feeling of not being fully there, kind of separate, because don't want to deal with this, I'm just going to go over here for a little while till it's over and then I'll come back. No, we want ourselves in our body. We want to be fully present to deal with whatever's happening in our lives. That's where our strength is. Okay, so I'm going to peek at my clock one more time. We've got 5 more minutes, so let's make good use of it. Let's do our Wayne Cook exercise to keep us from being scattered, keep our brains really strong. So we're going to take, let's say, right over left, hands back to back, right over left, so your palms are clasping. Clasp those fingers and pull in, okay? Now we're going to tip up, stretch up to the heavens and down to the earth. So we're pumping yin and yang. And if you guys know me, and some of you do, you know I go all the way down. You don't have to. You can even just tip your head. Just do whatever you can. And you can, of course, do this sitting down too, if that works better for you. So this helps connections in the brain and helps connect brain to body. It's really good for dyslexia, stuttering, ADHD, autism, memory. It's really good for storing and retrieving information. It's good for studying, interviews, public speaking. It keeps your brain super clear. And if anyone knows me, they know that I love this one because this one was very weak for me when I first started learning about my energies. And it helps me be able to store and retrieve information better than I ever could. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. And now we're going to do left leg over right leg, left hand over right hand. And now we're going to pull in again and pump one more time, up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Yin and yang. And then pull out of that and hands into the prayerful position and put your thumbs into your third eye. Elbows out. Take a few good breaths here and see if you can feel that connection coming from your back brain forward. Beautiful. And take your thumbs widespread to your temples. Bury your fingers in your third eye and open. And then you're going to go all the way across the top of your head and open. And this is really good to open up and make room for energy to move through your brain. Let out any congested energy in the brain. And go all the way down the back of your neck and hang on the trapezius muscles here. Just hang there for a sec. When you hang on these trapezius muscles, you've got kind of your middle finger is in a spot on the top of your shoulders, just above your shoulder bones there. And that is a small intestine point that helps you. It's actually a small intestine spirit point that helps you make decisions from a clearer point of view, from a wholesome place. So if you're having trouble making decisions and stuff, this is a really good spot to hold quite often, and it helps bring clarity, because small intestine is a lot about decision making. Think about what it does in the body. So this is a good place to end, is in a couple of spirit points. So now we'll come down, and if you find the line of your nipples and just go 1 inch down on either side of your sternum, you're going to be into, if you feel around, go up and down, you might feel one that's a little bit tender. And this is kidney 24. Kidney 24 helps spark your spirit. And so it helps bring forward the spark that is you, the true essence of you. This is a great place to end. As you think about the true essence of yourself, that the brightness and lightness that is in your spirit, that you know is there, that may have kind of been lost. And sometimes when this point is weak, we feel like a bit of an empty shell. And so this will help awaken your spirit. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. I'm going to put my glasses on and come back up and see if I can see who was there, because of course I couldn't see through the whole thing. Merle Salzberg, hello. Amanda Pullis, Yvonne, beautiful. Kara, Suzanne, good morning. Yay, so good to see all you guys. Okay, so that's it for now, and I'll be here next week. I'm every week now until I leave for my Christmas vacation. Okay, so take care, and if you can join my monthly class, just check it out. You can go to marianneferguson.com and you can come to it live, or you can do it online. And we're just going to learn a little bit of energy testing for those who would like to take a deeper look at their energies. Okay, take care. Bye, you guys.